Okay guys, this is just a quick, I guess, cliff notes or summary video of a 15-minute one that I would strongly suggest, whether you're a veteran consumer at low VA rates or you're just a homeowner in the United States that's thinking of refinancing, I would definitely watch the long 15-minute video, which is also on our YouTube channel. But here's a Cliff Notes version if you just don't have the bandwidth right now to listen for 15 minutes. If you've been thinking about refinancing, you need to do it now, okay? And listen, interest rates are not good right now compared to where they were 4 or 5 days ago. So if you're a frustrated consumer at low VA rates or somewhere else who was told you were getting a 2.75 rate with no closing costs or some extremely low interest rate, and now you're being told that's impossible, this video is going to help you understand why that is and where we are. Again, the longer video goes into more detail, but we are in absolutely unprecedented, unwritten times. History doesn't support what's happening right now. I've got all sorts of emails and blogs and news articles from inside experts in the mortgage industry, and there's no explanation that anybody has as to why the 10-year Treasury yield and the federal funds rate, which was just cut by 0.75 a week ago and is probably going to get cut again. Sorry, it was cut 0.5 a week ago, and some are calling for a 0.75 cut. Look, interest rates in this country, non-mortgage interest rates, are going through the basement. They may head negative. They're super low. 4 or 5 days ago, interest rates on mortgages were following suit. There was a correlation between the two, and everybody lined up. The Mortgage Bankers Association more than doubled their projections for the year for loans being done because of the refi boom, and everybody on TV was saying, go refinance. Our pipelines of mortgages tripled in 3 or 4 days. Okay, now this happened nationwide. So what happens when there's such extreme demand for something? Have you been to your grocery store in the last 2 days? I was at the grocery store this morning. There was no toilet paper. I know that's crazy because I'm not sure how toilet paper has anything to do with the coronavirus, but there's so much pent-up demand that the system is breaking. Grocery stores can't provide toilet paper. There's no hand sanitizer at any Amazon Supercenter anywhere. The same thing has now happened to mortgages. So many people got in line for mortgage rates that it broke the system. So lenders are pushing their interest rates way higher. And I'm not talking lenders that come to consumers like we do. I'm talking behind the scenes, behind us, the market makers, the people that publish interest rates for the world. They have too much demand. And the economics of this are being rewritten. That demand has caused the system to collapse. So what does that mean? Last minute that you need to watch this. Don't panic. Your opportunity to refinance has never been better. It's just in this little window right now. Could be 3 days, could be 3 weeks. The system broke, so nobody knows where to put interest rates. But what I will tell you is this virus is serious. I don't know how serious, but it is putting cruise lines under. Airlines will go under. We don't know how bad this is going to be, but it is going to do one thing for you mortgage guys, people that want to get mortgages. It will keep interest rates low for the absolute foreseeable future. And it was, as with any catastrophe or disaster, when the dust settles, imagine a building imploding and collapsing. Everybody's freaking out. When that dust settles and we can analyze the situation, we can start taking action, and it's much more calm and it's much more fluid. So keep working on your refinance, whether that's with low VA rates or not. Of course, we hope it's us. Get in line. Sign your disclosures. Your loan does not need to be locked until you're ready to lock. So you're going to see a lot of people suggesting that you float your interest rate. That's my suggestion. Do not lock right now. If you're already locked, kudos to you. You got lucky. If you're not locked, don't just throw in the towel and give up. You will regret that because there's this huge line of people that get into, let's just say, for example, a baseball game. Huge line of people that get in. There's so many of them, the line's all the way down the parking lot. So you decide to leave the baseball game. Well, you come to find out the doors were closed. Something wasn't working. The doors were closed. Once they open and people get back into some relatively normal day-to-day situation, that line's going to shrink quickly. You're going to want to be at the front of the line when interest rates come back and that window to refinance opens. So work with your loan officer, get a little bit more information from him or her, and stay the course. Great time to be in line for a refinance.